this one trumps like any of the other cases that we've talked about lately, and it's been going on for decades, and everybody's kind of known. Like P. Diddler, he's kind of like the rap industry's little hidden secret taboo thing that like only 50 Cent has the balls to be talking about, because 50 don't give a not a single one of them, bro. I promise you. 50 will come at you. That dude got shot how many times? And he's still out here making records, bro. That dude is a G on everything, bro. He's been saying this about this dude for so long, and it's all coming out. There are so many different facets and foundational aspects to this situation that is going on with Diddy, man, and it's been happening for such a long time. It's absolutely insane what is going on at this point. So before we jump into this, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking some time out of your day to rock out with us, man. Me and Jax and Zero, we all appreciate the hell out of it. I want to take a moment to give special respect and love to our mods who keep this a safe place where we can all kick it, where we can all do our thing, and where we can all have a good time without people in there spamming the chat and just saying any type of crazy stuff. Because like, look, man, this place to me is a community. The community that we have, each and every one of you guys, I know that I've got like 550 or 35,000 people that are in this community. Each and every one of you is a human being. I think a lot of creators lose sight of that, and it breaks my heart that they do, because I follow and support other creators. You know what I'm saying? So when they're just like, yo, bragging about numbers, that's not what it is, homie. Each and every one of us are human beings that are connecting on some level. So thank you to the mods for keeping it safe. Thank you to everybody who is a part of our extended family, man. You guys are all loved and you're all welcome here. So I hope everybody's doing good tonight. We spent like the whole day in the tattoo shop. Jax is sitting over here on the couch. She got a lot of work done up on her upper arm. I'll tell you what, like, arms aren't like the worst place you could possibly get tattooed, but mama just got a big ass chunk tattooed up under here, and that's some ground ass beef, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the elbow. Oh, the elbow's so spicy when you get tattooed on the elbow. It's like you toss a little sriracha on that bitch, bro. But yo, I appreciate each and every one of you is what I'm trying to say. I'm a little long-winded and I can't dance. It says it right here, just in case I ever got drunk and forgot. I wrote it right here permanently. So anyway, you guys. Yo, and Nick, I just saw this comment by Nick, bro. Gunner is a real one, bro. I absolutely love Gunner. Gunner is he's Gunner's Collective or Collective Clips. If you guys aren't subbed to him, you should go check him out. He's been covering a lot of the Danny stuff too. I got some of my information from Andy Goltz, who, by the way, if you guys aren't tapped in with Andy, you guys absolutely should be. He's on here on YouTube. He got inspired by hanging out in our lives and our chats to start his own YouTube, because he didn't know how dope it was over here until he got to kick it and hang out with some of y'all and vibe out with me, man. That's my good dude. Him, Andy, and Gunner, we all kind of collabed and tossed information back and forth. Gunner is a good-ass dude, man. He's a Hispanic dude who's done a lot of time in the California prison system, and he's also done time in the Oregon system, which I didn't even know. He's been doing stuff with me, and so he decided that he was going to go and check up, you know what I'm saying, just do a little investigation. He hit up some of the homies that were on the yard at the same time as I was, and he asked them, like, yo, what's up with JD? And they're like, yo, he didn't go by that, I don't know. And he said, he shot him a picture. He's like, oh, I remember that dude, that's Big Irish. So, you know, he just did like a whole video on me, man, and me and him have been friends for a while, and we're working on a collab, so that's going to be coming soon. I can't wait to show you guys Gunner, because he's a funny-ass dude, man. He's entertaining all the way to the hilt, bro. Dude goes. He's on point. So, I wanted to get into this with you guys. If you guys could do me a favor, man, if you want to do supers, please wait until after we're done, because I don't want to lose your super. I don't want to like miss it because I'm talking and I'm in the middle of this stuff, because I like have all of the HDs, bro. I've got all 80 of them. Every HD there is, I have it. And so if I like get off topic, it's hard for me to circle the wagons and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just go, bro. I'm like a ferret on crystal meth inside a microwave. I'm just like ding, 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 ding. So, yo, Diddy has just got hit with a brand new lawsuit, man. And a lot of you might know, this is his 5th lawsuit. His 5th lawsuit since November, homie. And each and every one of them has been on some bad dude shit, bro. Not a single one of his lawsuits have been like, you know, something that like some gangster stuff or anything like that. It's all insinuated with that type of assault against men, women, and children. And this last one was his ex, Cassie. So we're going to talk about that for 1 second here because it becomes entirely relevant. And this was so wild that, like, not only was she saying that he assaulted her, he had dudes gang assault her, he drugged her, he did all that. He was on that Masterson stuff. He put stuff in people's drinks and then they wake up booty ass naked and they can't walk straight for a while. You know what I'm saying? They're like, he tore my liner. So that's kind of like the get down, and it's a general consensus, man. This is the 5th one on him like this. And this one is crazy and it's different. Cassie, she had a lot of documentation, even down to text messages, where it was insinuated that Diddy had Kid Cudi's car blown up. And then they went back and they asked Cudi, did you have a car blow up? And he's like, I mean, I didn't report it to no police, but yeah, my car blew up and I know exactly who it was. So there's a lot of real life insinuation going on behind the scenes about this. And I don't think there's enough evidence at this point in time to link him to the Tupac murder, but a lot of people who are in the know about what's going on behind the scenes with things, they've been saying that for a real long time. That Diddy, that's the dude, man. He paid to have Tupac killed. There was a $1 million hit on Tupac's head, and a lot of people have insinuated that it went back to Diddy, but we don't have evidence on that to even be able to scrape the surface with that. So that's not what we're going to get into. Now, this assault and harassment claim by his girlfriend Cassie, this was some real stuff, bro. And like she filed this court paperwork, and he immediately was like, yo, I will slide you whatever. We need to make this go away, because he didn't want it going public. Because if it goes public, then, he's exposed and everybody sees exactly what's going on, So he was able to pay her out and give her enough money to make this whole thing go away, which to me, like, I'm just going to tell you guys how it is, bro. Like, if you take a plea bargain on some stuff and you say, okay, look, like, I'm not going to take this to trial. I'm going to plead guilty, but they give you a deal. I think you're guilty, bro. You're guilty. You admitted you're guilty. You're guilty. It's good enough for me, bro. Kangaroo court of opinion, boom. I don't care. This dude literally paid millions of dollars. They wouldn't disclose the amount, but it was an 8-figure. So it was somewhere in between the range of 10 million and 99.9 million. That's all we know. It was over 10 million, under 100 million that he paid her to make this go away. Now, why would he pay her that type of money if there wasn't some stuff in there, some funny style stuff in there that he was doing and perpetrating on that he didn't want the public to know about? I guarantee you, maybe not every single thing in there was 100% accurate and factual, but she was tapping on some real things that were real enough to where he didn't want that stuff to get out. Now, they tried to do the same thing with this one. His lawyer even said, we tried to get a hold of them to figure out what we could figure out behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe throw a little, few million grease on this thing, try to make this $30 million lawsuit go away before this stuff gets released to the public. But this new one, this is coming from Lil Rod, the producer. This dude produced Diddy's latest album. He worked with Diddy closely. He worked with him and lived with him. Now, first off, I've worked with music producers before when we were doing stuff in my bands, and like, it wasn't any Diddy level stuff. I'll admit that 100%. But I've never had my producer live with me. I've never had my producer in the shower with, or in the bathroom with me while I was showering. Like, there's a lot of unnecessary weird stuff that happened with Lil Rod, even just on a business level, not even talking on no sexual assault level, but Lil Rod has accused him of sexually assaulting men, women, and minors. Men, women, and minors. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's some super weird stuff. He lived with him from September of 2022 to November of 2023. That's over a year. He was living in Diddy's house, going everywhere that Diddy went, including the bathroom, homie. While he's in there watching his chi-chi and all of that, bro, he had this dude, this producer, up in the bathroom with him. It's weird as hell. That's weird. I don't care, bro. It's weird. You don't have your producer, like, that's not a professional business relationship, dog, on any level of rational sanity. So Lil Rod is not looking to settle out of court. He does not want to let this just go. his attorneys wouldn't even hit Diddy's attorneys back. Diddy's attorneys are like, yo, maybe we could just bread you out. We won't even have to go to court. It's looking like Lil Rod says, nah, I want this all to go public. Like, I'm gonna get my bag because dude did me dirty. My butthole still hurts from what happened, but I'm gonna expose this dude too. I'm gonna give 50 all the ammunition he needs to rattle this dude on the internet for the rest of eternity. And what Lil Rod has, video, audio, pictures, documentation of texts. Like Lil Rod gathered receipts, homie. He came with the full bag of receipts. He's like the reverse Santa Claus. He's like, happy Merry Unchristmas, bitch. I got you. He's coming for his neck, bro. Diddy is wrecked on this. I believe that Diddy is wrecked on this. Now, it's hard to acquire these court papers at the moment. We actually applied to get these court papers. You got to pay some money to get these court papers. And we have that in the works. But I want to explain to you guys like what is laid out as far as what we know so far, what has actually been released. It's a civil suit alleging sexual assault and harassment claims to have witnessed Diddy and others engaging in serious illegal activities. So it's not just the sexual assault. It's not just the harassment. There's also other claims. Now, look. A lot of people are going to be like, why'd he hang out for a year? Why didn't he do anything? He signed a contract with Diddy that he would be there till this album was done. He was on the line. His career was on the line. His bag was on the line. You cut out in the middle of a contract, what do you get? What do you get? You open yourself up to lawsuits and exposure. But what he did was he went to Diddy's management and he said, look, man, he told him, he's being forced to work in the bathroom with Combs while Combs was showering, booty ass naked. Like, I gotta sit on the toilet and talk to you about the album while you're in there washing your grapes, bro, while you in there getting it. He went to the management and told him that there was constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by P. Diddy. And like, I don't think that sounds like a little more than like, you know, when we was back in school, bro, and we walk by somebody and we card swipe them. You know what I'm saying? Just card swipe. That's bad, bro. Like, I understand now that I'm old and the world is super sensitive and there's like just everybody's gone bitch made that like that's inappropriate. Okay. We used to do that all the time. We walk by a card swipe. You can't do that no more. That's assault now, brother. But this sounds like something different. Constant groping of his anus. I need somebody to explain that to me. So what his, when he voiced his concerns about Combs to the chief of staff, it was dismissed as friendly horseplay, stating that those were acts of Mr. Combs showing that he likes you. Per the lawsuit, that's what it says. That was his answer. Oh, he's groping your anus constantly because he likes you. We can tell, bro. I don't know about y'all. I don't touch people's anuses unless I like them. I love my wife. I'll touch her anus. I ain't touching nobody else's anus. I don't like nobody else like that. It's super weird to be touching anuses, bro. I don't understand that. The anus is not like the handshake. I mean, if you're like Gen Alpha, maybe. I don't know. They're kind of weird. They got a strange get down, but I don't think it's like a groping. I think it's more like I'm just saying. It's weird to me. Super weird to me that there's anus groping. So I've gone on too long about that. I'm mystified. I'm miffed, bro. I don't get it. So court documents include images of parties with sex workers. According to the news reports, Lil Rod claims some of these sex workers were underage, bro, minors, chitlins. You know what I'm saying? People who don't need to be partying like a rock star with rappers and gang members, getting dosed with GHB or whatever they use these days. I don't know. Is it still roofies? Well, back in the day when I was like seriously weightlifting and bodybuilding, we would put GHB in our own drinks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it'll get you there with one drink. So I don't got to drink all that sugar and all those calories. And other dudes were using it for more dubious ass methods, but whatever they're using on them, who knows? Maybe it's fentanyl. They got a lot of different stuff they could be using, but they were lacing people's drinks. He says, Lil Rod says this. He says that he was also drugged and raped after he woke up naked and disoriented in bed with Diddy and 2 sex workers. Now, here's another thing that he said, and this is not the first time we've heard this in a lawsuit against Diddy. We've heard this in every lawsuit against Diddy, is that he will use relations, intimate relations with men's. He'll be doing stuff with men's, and then he'll blackmail him for it, because the rap industry is known for being homophobic, right? Like, there's a lot of people in the rap industry that are homophobic, and a lot of people don't want other people to know that they got their O-ring blown out by a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't blast that on public, maybe. And the word on the curb is that P. Diddy had cameras set up in a lot of these places where he was having his freak parties. He called them freak fests and freak parties, and they'd be freaking. They doing some freak stuff, that's for sure. He'd have cameras set up, and he'd be like, bro, so, I know you don't want to do that collab with me, or you trying to break your contract or whatever, but just so you know, I got video of that time that I blew your spokes, homie, and if you don't want to see that on TMZ, then, you might just want to not mess with me, dog. And you know what that is? That's extortion. That's blackmail. That's bad. You can't be doing that. You can't be using that. But that's what a lot of these dudes do. A lot of these dudes be using their pee-pee as leverage after they do doo-doo stuff to other dudes. And it ain't tight, bro. That's not how it's supposed to go down. That's not solid business, bro. That's not G shit. That's not gangster. There's nothing gangster about blowing a dude out and then being like, I'm going to tell everybody I blew you out unless you do what I want you to do. That's not tight, bro. That's not how we do things on the streets or in the pen. We don't do it like that. Lil Rod has hundreds of hours of footage as he was employed to film in addition to producing tracks for Diddy and various projects. So he had his phone with him, and he was recording a lot of this stuff that went down, and I know there were NDAs that were signed. So Lil Rod is breaking these NDAs, but he's saying there were criminal activities, and criminal activities can often trump NDAs, but he's got to win. He's got to win. If he doesn't win, then they could go after him for breaking those NDAs. But if he wins, so Lil Rod's putting a lot on the line. So the fact that he could get countersued hella hard for breaking these NDAs if they don't prove that Diddy was involved in criminal activity. But Diddy's lawyers were like, we'll settle out of court. We'll cash you out right now. He probably could have got slid that whole $30 million and not had to go to court. But he's like, no, I want people to know what type of dude this Diddy dude is. That's some real shit, bro. That's stand up. He's standing up on business. He's like, somebody touched my anus and I'm mad as hell. And he's going to get revenge for his anus, bro. That's what time it is. He's not letting that happen. So, look, we talked about the groping. Combs' attorney, Sean Hawley, slams Jones and says it's reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen, is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. That's what he said after their attorneys and him wouldn't get back to him. They were like, they tried to call him up. They're like, hey man, why don't you give me a call back? I'm P. Diddy's attorney and we could squash this out without you running up all that stuff that we did. And they're like, nah, bro, left him on red, homie. Left him on red. Better off dead. They're like, we're taking this to court. And then P. Diddy's attorney says, none of this stuff's true. And he said, since they're refusing to return our calls, we'll see you in court. Well, no shit, bro. That's how court works. You know what I'm saying? If you can't figure out a pretrial agreement, some out-of-court settlement where the whole thing doesn't go public, then yeah, they're going to see you in court. They already said that to you, dog. Don't try to throw it back at them like it's some type of threat. That's pussy. You acting pussy. And grown men in public, bro, acting pussy. But I mean, they are anus gropers and diddlers. So, I'd assume his lawyer is an anus groper. I can't, allegedly. We're just going to allege that, birds of a feather flock together, homie. If you out on that prison yard and you just hanging out with a bunch of dudes that are diddlers, then you probably a diddler too. We just assume, because birds of a feather flock together. It's Chomo by association, Holmes. Let's see. They said, so this is literally the 5th lawsuit since November against Diddy. We got Cassie. He just settled out of court. He was just like, yo, I can't have myself being exposed. I can't have all this stuff happening. It was the next day after she filed. before the court files could even go like public, before anybody could even find out what evidence she could present about the assault, the sexual assault, the drugging, the thing with Kid Cudi and blowing up Cudi's car, he was immediately like, we'll settle. We'll settle. Hold on. You want to check? You want to check? You here, look, take my credit card. We're good. We're good. He settled straight out of court the next day, which is what he was trying to do with Lil Rod too. But Lil Rod just ain't playing ball. Lil Rod wants to go all the way. He's like, nah, bro. Eye of the tiger. What's up? Sometimes in prison, if you're gonna hit somebody, if you spit on your hand, you know, if you're gonna open hand slap somebody, spit on your palm and boom, it's like adding like disrespect to injury. Or you know, you could spit on your knuckles and go break somebody's nose with it. I feel like that's the extent of what Lil Rod is doing. Lil Rod's like, I got a little rod, but you're gonna feel the wrath of my little rod, homie. So then there was Joy Dickerson Neal, another woman who accused him. There's a Jane Doe 1, a Jane Doe 2, and now Lil Rod. Lil Rod has entered the chat when it comes to accusations, lawsuits, and entering evidence into the court about P. Diddy doing terrible things to people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot wait. Like, I don't know that I was following 50 Cent on social media before this. Like, I think he's hilarious and everything. But I'm gonna have to go follow him now because the shots he's gonna fire at this dude after all of this, you know, between the anus groping and you know, all the weird stuff, having another grown man in the bath, like we ain't in the pen, dog. Like Puffy ain't even done time like that. You know, like I've been in prison. I've had to share the bathroom with other dudes before, against my will, non-consensually. I never said, hey, I consent to having to share this tiny little cement bathroom with another dude, and when he has to go number 2, I'm just gonna sit here and pretend like I don't smell it. My eyes are up here, homie, don't look down here. That's never been something that I consented to, but this is the type of time that Diddy's on. He has $1 billion, bro. If you a billionaire and you like, yeah, you're gonna have to ride out in the bathroom while I wash myself and take a dump. That's weird, bro. That's weird. I don't care. That's weirdo behavior. There's no way you're gonna make me think that that's like straight, okay, natural, normal behavior for a businessman who's working with a producer to make an album. Now didn't the album win a Grammy, babe? I know it was at least nominated for a Grammy. So like they put out a fire ass album, but at the cost, what cost, bro? Anuses were groped. There was a bunch of stuff that happened. And, you know, Lil Rod woke up in bed, naked, next to Diddy and 2 other people. Now, it doesn't say whether these are male or female people. It does not say whether he woke up. I'm trying to get into this paperwork because I'm sure that it would give more details than what we're able to access right now. And when we do, believe me, there's going to be a full length because Lil Rod came with receipts. Guess who else is going to come with receipts? The JD. The JD is going to come with receipts because there's pictures and like I'm on live. I can't slide you pictures right now. There's videos. I'm not as high tech as some of these dudes like, you know, Aaron from growing up in Scientology. He's got his whole thing dialed. He can slide them pictures and videos in. I need to figure out how to do that. So we'll probably do a full length and I'll be able to show you guys, you know, the whole get down, dude's whole get down. Since he brought receipts, I'm gonna bring them receipts to you. And we're just going through a process of being able to get all of the everything, all of the stuff that's being entered into evidence, because it's all stuff that you can get. You can get all that stuff, and that's exactly why Lil Rod is wanting to take this all the way to court, because he doesn't want to just let these dudes slide, bro. Because if you let a dude slide one time, bro, he's gonna ice skate right over you, and that's what he's done over and over and over again throughout Diddy's career. That's been his whole get down, is he's always gotten away with it. Whether he had to pay out some big cash, it don't matter that much to somebody who's got that type of money. So this could be the one that's actually gonna take him down, because it doesn't look like Lil Rod is given an inch, bro. He might have a little rod, but he's got some big heart.
The court docket said the plaintiff requested a jury trial.
Oh, that's another thing. So usually in a situation like this, so you can always request a jury trial or you can request a judge trial. He wanted a jury trial. He wants witnesses, homie. He wants a whole row of people there, regardless of how much of this gets televised. He wants a whole 12 people up there rocking out. They can make a judge trial more of a closed proceeding than they can if you have a jury trial. So he wanted this jury trial because he's fully going for Diddy's neck. He wants to expose Diddy on a major level. And that, I think, is probably the most interesting aspect out of this, because you know it's not just a payday. It's not just a payday for him. He's going for the throat, dog. It would be very easy for him to have just cashed out. They called him to cash out, and he refused to cash out because he wants to take him and drag him in the streets and expose him. And I think that's pretty amazing. So that's pretty much what we have on that right now. We're going to be getting the court proceedings. We're going to be getting all of the evidence. And I'm going to be coming with all of that really soon. Jason said, yo, keep an eye out for Jason W. Johnson of Lawrence, KS. I appreciate you, dog. Am I supposed to look that up? I don't really know what that means. Am I supposed to look that up? There was also another super, babe. Did you screenshot the soupies? I believe there was a blue one. I only recognize colors when I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, I don't have them. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So whoever shot that blue Superman, just leave a regular in the chat so I can figure it out. Yo, so D Money Industry said Diddy touched me. I want 690,000. That's a very specific number, my friend. Yo, Radio Swami, thank you so much. Big love and respect. So yo, if anybody has any questions, that dude, Puffy out of here for real. So we're open for questions now. Do you think Diddy would last long in prison? That's a really good question. How do we think Diddy would do in prison? So I think that Diddy has enough money and power and influence that he wouldn't have a whole lot of problem in prison. You know, he's not one of these dudes like Danny Masterson who might have some money, but there's no real G in him, and he's just kind of a soft-ass bitch boy Mark. I think that Diddy really would be able to pay gunners in there, you know, people that are actually gonna protect him. I think he would be able to get some protection in there for sure. Blue Gill, what's up? Appreciate you. Much love, brother. When my daughter was 15, she was hard. He went up for 5 to 6 years, I think. I never regretted not taking care of him. My daughter needs me more than the state. She's 30 and great. Dude, and that's a thing, bro. That's a real life thing. Like, if somebody in your family is attacked and all of that type of stuff, it really is important that you don't leave them, especially when they're at their most vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's really important that you're there to help them through that. And, you know, I've always said if anybody ever did anything to my kids, it's going to be handled. I'll probably be sitting under a video camera and some video surveillance somewhere when they actually come up missing, you know, but they're going to get handled. But, you know, letting them get put in prison and have that type of action put on them, in there, we could get away with stuff a lot easier. There's not as much consequences in there. Like if I run up on somebody and I stab them 32 times on the streets, that's going to be a whole attempted murder charge. I could get away with that action in a prison a lot easier than I can on the streets. That type of stuff is just par for the course in there. That type of stuff just happens. Have I covered the Vince McMahon stuff? I've covered what little I've been able to find from all of the court papers and the allegations. There's going to be a lot more about that. I don't know if he's going to settle out of court. I've been watching to get more information about that. As soon as we have more information about that, I know that I did a short about it. We're going to do a live about the Vince McMahon situation because there's a lot to that too. You know, even just like on the line of what can absolutely be proved. I know some people are really remiss to believe any type of assault, sexual assault allegations when somebody has money and they're always like, it's just a money grab. But even just the messages that like he sent her, like the one where he was like, can you imagine if I was coming on your tits right now? Oh. Like, that's not a professional business relationship. And it's telling of his character that he would send a text message to a young woman like that was in his employ. There's a dynamic of power that he has over her that makes that a pretty disgusting action. So as soon as we get some solid info on that, you know that I'm going to be coming to you with like the whole portfolio we're going to get into it. And I don't think that dude is going to do good in prison. Like, if I know that right now he's not facing any actual criminal charges, but P. Diddy in prison, that dude has influenced a lot in gang culture and a lot in rap culture. So like, there's a certain level of protection that I think he could pay for with all of this. But a dude like Vince McMahon, I don't think he wouldn't have a good time in there. He might be kind of a big dude for his age, but it wouldn't end well for him in there at all whatsoever. I don't see him having a good ride. Sean Blue, I love you, bro. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. It's always good to see you, man. Sean Blue has been one of our day ones in this community, and it's always so great to see him. Speaking of day ones, we have Cynthia Becker here, and sis, we love you. She said, power dynamics happen to many in everyday life. Keep exposing them. Big facts, sister, and I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. All you need is a heart virus to beat Goku. A heart... Y'all come up with some fire names, bro. I love seeing the names you guys come up with. I don't know if you could beat Goku if you had a heart virus. I don't know. Is that a thing? But anyway, I don't know if you heard, but there's a guy called Cyrax. He was caught messaging underage girls again. Since Ohio doesn't care, they can't prosecute. They don't care? They can't prosecute because they don't care? I don't know much about the laws in Ohio. I'm going to be perfectly frank with you. I've never spent any time in Ohio that I didn't absolutely have to. And that's no disrespect to Ohio. If you're from Ohio, I just haven't, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I'm going to be honest. I hold a grudge. Y'all beat my team, my college team. Y'all beat the Ducks. And I've kind of held like this much of a grudge ever since. It was kind of a big game. And it was one of the only games that I actually got to go to. And I was like, yeah, cool. I'm going to go to a Duck game. They're going to smash it out. And they didn't. Y'all smashed us. Yeah, I don't know much about the laws in Ohio. Jason W. said, loved the Alaskan Avenger documentary. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it. The director and producer, dude, sent it to me, and I'm supposed to watch it and tell Jason what I think of it when he calls me on Saturday. So thank you so much for the reminder. I'm really excited to check it out, homie. My family right here, Abby said, P. Diddy needs to diddle a cactus. Y'all, have y'all seen that scene in, what was that? Which one of those Adam Sandler movies was it where they were stuffing cactuses up Hitler's ass? Lil Nicky. I've always thought about that, bro. A cactus sounds terrible. Are you Case? Oh, uncle. Real Human Y? I don't even know what you're saying, dog. I'm like, is that some new speech? Is that a dialect to which I don't understand because of my age impediment? Because I'm old as shit? Are you Case? Oh, uncle. I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that, dog. I'm going to be really honest with you, man. Like, I might be slipping on the lingo. Do we still say baller? Is that something that we do? I don't know, bro. I'm probably lost, bro. If I fall down, I'm going to break a hip. Lucas Henry, another one of our day ones. What's up, my dog? How you doing? Goku actually originally died from a heart attack. Facts, thank you. You just put me up on game. I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. Much love, JD. Looks like you've been stacking the weights. Would you ever consider getting the nips shaved off? Not that there's anything wrong with them. It's just mine look the same, and I really want to. No, you know what, High Noon? I think the things that other people think are weird about us, the things that might be a little bit different, the things that, other people might try to use as ammunition against us to try to drag us down, they're part of what makes us us. So like those things that other people don't appreciate about you, learn to appreciate them about yourself. And honestly, like find somebody who appreciates them about you. There's nothing wrong with any of you guys. You guys are all exactly how you're supposed to be. Like you guys are beautiful. You guys are enough. You guys are worthy. You guys are worth it. No matter what you don't like about yourself, what you see in the mirror, like you're worthy of love. You should love yourself for who you are. I'm not changing a damn thing. The things that I change about myself is the things that like are just things that I can work on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in the gym, just trying to grind out and get myself to where I want to be physically, I'll do that. But I'm never going to use surgery on my nipples, bro. Besides, I can hang Christmas ornaments on these bitches. I can open beer bottles with these bitches. They're multitasking.
Beer bottles?
Shh, cállate, wey. Goku dies of a heart virus in the bad future timeline in the show. Thank you, Sid. I appreciate you putting me up on game. I learn new stuff from y'all every day, and I appreciate you guys educating me. Look, I know a lot of people get mad at me in comments on shorts when I get a little detail wrong, or maybe y'all don't agree with my take. I respect our differences. And I screw up 100%. I definitely get things wrong. So I appreciate when people come at me respectfully and educate me so much. I need that. I'm not flawless. I'm not smarter than everybody else. I don't ever think that I am. I bring you guys content, and I 100% try to be as authentic and real and factual as I can, and I screw things up sometimes. And you guys teach me a lot. When you guys come at me respectfully, I swear to God, if I'm wrong, I will always be like, yo, thank you. I appreciate you educating me. So just so you guys know, don't blame you. Ohio sucks. Paula, big love, sis. Big love. Jessit, what's up? Yes, Google Jason W. Johnson, Lawrence, Kansas. This guy is a Siddler and needs to be pointed out. Yo, thank you so much. We are screenshotting that, and we're going to check that out. I appreciate you, homie. Big love and respect. Had a good night, everyone. Take care, homies. Best wishes. Much love to you all. Erwin in the chat. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Have you checked out that lineup for the new Rockville and Daytona, dog? It's looking kind of frosty, homie. I'm going to see if we can get out there. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Is Diddy gay, bro? So look, I think that Diddy likes women, and I think that Diddy likes men. Diddy has definitely been documented with the gropings and the touchings and the feelings. And you know, Fiddy's been saying this for a long time. I believe that at one point, according to 50 Cent, Diddy tried to court him. Diddy was like, hey, what's up? I'll take you out shopping. And Fiddy got offended. Fiddy was like, bitch, I got my own money. What you mean? You gonna take me out shopping? What, you trying to date me? So there's mountains of evidence that Diddy is also into men. Now, I don't think that makes him gay. I think that makes him bisexual because he also has girlfriends. He does stuff with chicks too. But yes, I do think that Diddy is a sword swallower. You know, I think Diddy, you know, gets down in both directions with his erections. You know, it is what it is, bro. Yo, Trev says it's super fire. I think he's talking about that documentary on the Alaskan Avenger, Jason Vukovich, who's one of my best friends, man. And we're hoping he gets out soon. Hive Ireland, a shout out. What's up, Edo? Appreciate you. Cynthia Becker, love you, JD and Jackson fam. We love you too, sis. Retired deputy here. Love your stuff. Charles, I appreciate you. Welcome, brother. Glad to have you in this community. Natalie Smith says, I'm from Portland. I miss what my city was. Now it's trash. You know, we were just in Portland last weekend. We went and saw The Plot in You and Beartooth. And, you know, there's I don't know. I remember being downtown Portland, and maybe it's because, like, I was doing the things that I was doing. Maybe it's because I was going to trap houses. Maybe it's because I was selling, the things that I was selling. Maybe it's because I was participating in the activities that I participated in and was selling the things and the people that I was around. But, like, I don't remember it being, like, much cleaner than it actually is. There's definitely more people struggling with homelessness now. That's for real. Jay Struckenschneider. Yo, JD, glad to finally catch one of your lives. I come from a family of alcoholics. It's amazing to see the things that you're doing in your community, and you give hope to the world. Thank you, bro. One love. Big love to you, homie. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're a part of this community. Glad to have you here, bro. I hope everyone in your family finds recovery and sticks with it and does amazing. Taylor Cameron. Scottish rep, Scottish, Irish, Celtic, Jacobite, 100. Yo, Taylor, big love, homie, big love. Mad Catter, yo, much appreciated, homie. Good vibes, fam. What is your favorite theory on this situation? On the situation with P. Diddy? I think P. Diddy is so warped and so out of context with reality, and he's gotten away with so much nasty shit for so long. I really think that the dude is like a virus, bro. I think that Diddy melted his mind, doing, substances, and he did too much dick dust out of the dong bong. I think he's just been taking too many shots to the head for a while. I think that this dude is really twisted. I don't think that this dude's in touch with reality. I think he thinks he can continue to get away with this stuff, like on an indeterminate basis. Because he just has. He has for so long. There's been so many rumors throughout the years, like, was it Usher that he took in when Usher was really young and had him come live at his house? It was Usher, wasn't it?
Possibly. I've never really paid attention.
You just blocked it out?
He crashed my 21st birthday party, and then I couldn't get out of the club on South Beach, and I've just not paid attention to him ever since.
Yeah. So, like, Diddy has had multiple young dudes that he's brought into his house, and like there's a lot of stuff that shows that he's groomed them. And it's pretty wild. Usher and Bieber. I think it was Usher, and then didn't Usher do the same thing with Bieber? I know a lot of people hate Justin Bieber because he was kind of like kid friendly back in the day and everything. But like if you look at what Justin Bieber has actually been through, Justin Bieber has been through so much in his life. Justin Bieber has been through so much in his life, inappropriate shit with adults. And it's really saddening to me. I'm not a huge fan of his music. I couldn't tell you one of his songs, but I can tell you that like he's been abused, bro. And like the world's done that kid dirty. So I feel bad for him. Savage Slats, what's up, homie? Thank you for the super. Appreciate you, fam. Ado said, is that an Irish tattoo on your hand? What part your family from? Proper G's in Ireland. My family comes from County Cork, bro. My whole family comes from County Cork, and I'm planning on coming back there and doing a trip back there as soon as I get off probation, man. As soon as I'm off paper and they'll let me fly out, me and Jax are gonna go and we're gonna spend a couple weeks out there hanging out, and hopefully I'll get to meet you, dog. Flava Camp. I don't know what Flava Camp is. Justin Bieber. Colin Coleman says it's his first time commenting here. Welcome. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Big love and respect to you, homie. He's a weirdo. Matty Keaton, yeah, he's definitely a weirdo. Like, you can see weirdo on certain people. I don't know if everybody has the ability. I've been around so many weirdos because I put myself in shitty situations. I did. I put myself in prison. I went to prison, and you see these weirdos and you can start to get a feeling for them. Like, and I'm not saying that I have any type of like sixth sense or anything, but I have an intuition, homie, and I can tell, when somebody's energy is fucked up, and it makes me think they're a predator, and I know just like to stay away from them, keep my kids and any other kids away from them. And Diddy's got that energy all over him. All over him. Batman is in the chat. What's up, man? How you doing? Yes, and MGK and a lot more. Think about the little boy bands that came out of Bad Boy. Facts. Facts, dude. He seems to have a big fixation on young men's. Tyler Blackwell, yo JD, glad I finally caught alive, man. Make Chomos afraid again. Yo, Tyler, I'm super glad that you got here, homie. We're happy to have you. The lives are my favorite thing because we get to communicate and hang out. It's one thing to just yell at a phone and present information. It's another to actually be able to chop it up with y'all, man. Y'all are my family. The cat is in the building. The cat, we love you so much. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to sub you so right for that. Yo, Lily, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the family. COD Sanchez from TDCJ, 2009 to 2019. I miss being a CO. How was your experience in that system? I don't know a whole lot about the Texas system. So just so anybody knows, every single state is going to have their prison system is going to be different because it's state run and there's going to be different politics. It's going to be different at different levels of security as well. One state that I don't know a lot about how it gets down is Texas. So I'm always fascinated to know about those things, man. Have you ever been locked up with Sureños? Yes, actually a lot of them. And out here on the West Coast, people that look like me, people that are white or white presenting, we run with them Serenos. The Serenos and us, we kick it tough on them yards. I had a lot of good homeboys that were Serenos, man. I had a lot of good homeboys that were Serenos. And they all had cool ass names, bro. You know, like Sleepy and Wedo and Lazy and Snorri, bro. They were cool as hell, and they were savage. Don't get me wrong, they were savage, but they sounded like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs out there on the yard. Like it was cool. Yo, Dopey, what's up, homie? It was kind of fun. I like them dudes. Wes Watson is kind of weird. Wes Watson does his own thing, bro. We stand with Texas, bro. Bro, Texas is going through it. There's a lot of bad stuff happening in Texas, and it sucks that our government can't put the squabbling aside from side to side and just get some shit done for our people out there. Texas shouldn't have to suffer because our government is a bunch of grown, incompetent children, and they can't just get something put together to be able to help the fucking people in Texas. And it makes me sick. It makes me sick that the people in Texas are going through what they're going through right now. DJ Sorbus, what's up, man? You're my inspiration to get clean. Me? Homie, you'll love being clean, bro. You will absolutely love being clean. I will tell you this, man. I never foresaw a time in my life where I would be a clean and sober human being. It just wasn't something that I thought I could do. And nor was it something that I thought would be fun. But I'll tell you what, dog, like I'm never bored. I'm always having a good time. I'm always in a better place than I was when I was out there using. It's not what I thought it was, homie. It's beautiful. So I love you and I hope the best for you, man. I'm so glad that something that I said could have been an inspiration for you to want to move in a different direction and do something more positive, bro. I'm here with you every step of the way, my bro. Have you been to soccer match? Which soccer match? I used to play soccer when I was a kid. I was really bad at it. I used to tackle people when I was a kid in soccer. They put me out on the soccer field, and I literally went in low and picked this kid up and threw him over my back because I was the biggest kid out there. And they were like, "You can't do that. What are you doing? Go play football, dumbass." I didn't make it very long. I really wasn't good at it.
Your mom's really funny when she talks about that.
Yo, Mr. Chaos says the Texas system is trash. Look, man, like a lot of the systems, I don't think that any of the systems in the States have it figured out. I think that, like, here's the thing is, like, I love what they do in Norway with having, like, a better situation for people to get situated so when they get back out in the community, they can be on a positive tip and not re-offend and damage the community and then just slide right back through prison again. The thing that I think there's like a balance on is there's some people that don't deserve prison. Some people deserve a wood chipper. Some people deserve the gallows. Some people deserve the guillotine. You know, you hurt a kid. I don't think you're a risk that we should have to deal with anymore. I think we should just off with our head. But, you know, people who can be rehabilitated, I think that we should be rehabilitating them instead of warehousing them and sending them to these places that are like gladiator school or criminal college. Because that's all I learned in prison, bro. I learned how to be a better criminal. You know where I learned how to be a decent human being? I learned how to be a decent human being in treatment. And in sober living and in working in my community with community outreaches. And I learned emotional intelligence and empathy and vulnerability in therapy. And those are the things that helped me to be a more productive citizen, to be a better partner to the wife that I found once I had healed myself to the point where I was ready to receive a woman of that level and that stature. But prison just leaves you more broke off, bro. Prison leaves you, you know, you go in already traumatized, you come out with that CPTSD, and then you end up just sliding back in, bro. Lance Malone, you and Jay Williams need to collaborate. You're late to the party, homie. Me and Jay Williams have collaborated. That's my dude, bro. I love Jay. I actually have a long interview with him here in my videos. If you look through my full lengths, you'll find one. And if you go to his, he has 3 videos. He has like a series of videos from our talkings. So we have absolutely collaborated. He got like a long-winded version of my story, dog. And Jay is great people, bro. Salute to anybody who came here from Jay Williams. He's a bro for real, bro. He's a good dude, man. You know, he'll hit me up sometimes. I'll hit him up sometimes, and we just check on each other. Brother, check in, man. How you doing? You holding up okay? Man, I'm kind of going through it right now. Cool, man. Let's talk about it till you're okay. That's the type of dude that Jay Williams is. Let me just tell you that right now. A lot of people got smoked for Jay Williams because he screwed up and he had an incident where, you know, he's facing some charges now for a high-speed chase. But, you know, the Jay Williams that I know is the type of dude who will check on me to make sure that I'm okay And I know that if I ever hit him up and I said, homie, I need help, I'm thinking about slipping backwards, my behaviors are screwed up, he would immediately come to me and he would help me, bro. You know, he'd stay on the phone as long as he needed to. Josh Reeves, did you hear all the shit in Sweetwater, Texas is not looking up? You'll find a lot of shit. One of the most recent shit was a murder of my best friend. Josh, I'm so sorry about your best friend, man. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Texas. I actually, when I was out in Arkansas, I met one of the Texas Border Patrol dudes, and he actually coined me, which is like a big honor. He heard my speech that I gave at an overdose awareness event for the kids that they lost in Arkansas to the fentanyl epidemic that's going on. And he told me if I ever want to come out to Texas and see what's really going on, that he would show me what's really going on. He told me 1,000% what they're putting on the news is not what's actually happening. So, I'd really like to hit him up and go check that out. I just haven't had the chance yet. Sleepy Not Dead. Yo, actually, there was a Sleepy at OSP that got murdered brutally. He was a really good dude. He was a Soreño. But I love your name. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a beautiful night too, my friend. Thank you for being here, Sleepy Not Dead. Very interested. I have a crazy story to tell you that brings up an interesting question. This isn't the time or place. This one is wild. How do I get this story to you? Love to the community. Very interested. Super glad to have you here in this community, in our community. Hit me up on IG, JD Delay. Same name across all the platforms. And I appreciate you. Big love and respect to you, fam. Oblong Seller 499. Yo, big dog, shout out to you, my boy. No, shout out to you, my friend. Big love and respect, dog. Texas is just the beginning. I believe that. Aspect, I love your videos. They have helped me when I was in the detention center. Aspect, I'm so glad to hear that, and I'm proud of you, homie. Let's keep coming up together, man. We all win together, fam. Much love from LA, big dog. East Los, bro. Big love and respect to you, homie. Big love and respect to you out there in LA. I was just in LA recently, man. It was a beautiful place. I know it gets a lot of shit and all that, homie, but I had a great time there. I didn't have no problems walking the streets, and big respect to all of you out there, homeboy. Yo, JD, did you hear about Nex Benedict? Sucks what happened to that kid. So look, here's the thing about Nex Benedict. And 1,000%, it's an absolute tragedy. Some of the people who first reported on the Nex Benedict situation, just so you guys know, as it was reported in the beginning, Nex Benedict was like beaten to death in a bathroom. Like she made it out of the bathroom and teachers had to carry her and they didn't take her to the ER and she died in the hospital like an hour later. And none of that was like accurate. Like, so she was in the bathroom and some girls were laughing at her. She perceived that some girls were laughing at her. And by her own admission, she went and sprayed water across all of them, and then they jumped her. Like, so first off, hitting somebody with water, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like legally and technically, that is assault. So be aware of that. You can go to jail for that. So by the time that they jumped her, that was self-defense legally. So they had to, she walked out of that bathroom on her own. They had no way to tell if she had a brain trauma. She went to the hospital and she did an interview with the cop. The cop came to see if she wanted to press charges. And he was like, look, you can press charges, but they're going to press charges back because you like legitimately started it. With what you just told me that you sprayed water at them, that's assault. And she's fully coherent, like totally 1,000%. Like there, nobody would have known that she was about to die. That wasn't something that anybody could have foreseen from that situation with how like into the conversation and how like legitimately like with it she was. But she ended up dying and that's 1,000% tragic. But the way that the news portrayed it had a spin on it. And they said that it was all because she was, what's that thing? I'm so bad at this, bro. I'm so bad at this. Where like you're not sure what you're gender fluid. That she was gender fluid. That sometimes she was a female, sometimes she was a male. That's why she got attacked. It was spun on that narrative. But the truth is that like she thought some people were laughing at her, and she sprayed them with water, and that doesn't justify her getting beat to death. But they still haven't found the cause of death yet. They still have no idea what the cause of death is. So I don't really want to like fully engage about it until we know like all of the details. But a lot of people tried to spin it in a direction that non-binary. Thank you so much, Skycap. I appreciate you. Non-binary. So like, yeah, a lot of people put a spin on it that wasn't accurate. And I don't think that that's fair either, because like, I understand that it's tragic what happened to her, but there was also 3 other kids involved. And if we demonize those other kids in a way that isn't accurate or fair, that's not right either, homie. Like, we need to be objective about these things. Jeffrey Wallace, I need to wait until end of the month to say what I wanted to say because it's a $20 comment, but it's about Hamilton and Florida, but you'll love it. Jeff, bro, I love you so much, man. Like, you could just drop it in the comments in a regular comment if you want. I'll look for it, bro. I've been doing a little bit of studying up on Hamilton because I have a couple of different friends who've been there, who've done time there. And Hamilton is wild, bro. Hamilton CI is a wild prison in Texas. Like, they stay suited and booted, and it's popping there all the time from what I've heard. I personally haven't been there, but, you know, Emerald City Medium Leslie Slater, thank you so much, sister. I love you. Thank you. I deeply and genuinely appreciate that support. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much, and we're so glad to have you in this community. Hell yeah, that was sweet, sis. I appreciate you. Samuel Pancake, Chad Dorman, my blood pressure just went through the roof. I hate that dude, bro. Hate is a really strong word, and that's why I choose it. I hate that dude. Like, I hope the worst of the worst possible things happen to his mind, body, spirit, soul, and butthole with post-haste, but don't make it over too soon. Make it stretch, bro. The way that that dude killed his 3 sons and shot his wife while she was trying to shield them, that dude is foul. Chad Dorman, the dude who executed his 3 sons in Ohio, went to court recently in the case, could likely be thrown out. Check it out. They're not talking about throwing out the case. What they're talking about is his attorneys filed a motion to throw out his confession because they're saying that he had asked for a lawyer and then he continued to talk. So they're going to have to joust in the courtroom about that. They're talking about throwing out the confession, but there's still miles of evidence on that dude, bro. Like, the confession might seal a worse sentence, but he's not getting off. They're not just throwing it out. There's a motion to suppress, you know, due to like, you know, fruit of the poison tree type of stuff. That's not gonna kill the whole case, but it's gonna kill that amount of evidence. Like, whatever piece of evidence they're trying to throw out, and I'm not even sure that they can do it. So we're gonna have to see. But I will keep you updated on that case because I writhing, seething hatred for that dude, bro. Yo, Aiden Kaczynski, you're my favorite YouTuber. Aiden, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Your family here, and we love you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you could come kick it with us. And again, Skycarp367, thank you. I said gender fluid. Non-binary, I guess, is the correct term. I meant no offense. I'm trying to keep up on all the things. Please keep in mind I'm old and things change constantly, and you know, so I appreciate when you guys educate me. Like I said earlier, man, if I'm wrong or I say something wrong and y'all educate me respectfully, I'm so appreciative of that. It's mainly just when people come at me super disrespectfully, like, bro, y'all kind of know where I came from, bro. If you talk to me like a punk, you're not gonna get the reaction that you want. I'm probably going to ignore you. And if I do say something to you, it's going to hurt your feelings, dog. So, you know, like, I like the respect thing. It's good. And that was very respectful. And I 1000% appreciate you educating and elevating me, my friend. Second live for me, I really like your look on different subjects you speak on. Weiss Cleaning LLC, big love and respect to you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for coming back. Means a lot. Really appreciate you. Lincoln Tomlinson, I'm broke, but if I had to donate to you, I love what you do, especially the Chomo shit. Good job. Much love from Houston. Hey, Lincoln, you don't got to donate, bro. Just you being here means everything, and I really appreciate it. I just like hanging out. I just like kicking it with y'all. I just like having all of the family here, kicking it, talking. And I am so eternally grateful for you, bro. Like, none of you guys ever have to donate nothing. Like, it's not, it super helps, and the support, like, really does make a difference. But it's never about that with me. It's all about just hanging out with you guys. It's all about the love, man. Lady Tiger Phoenix said, yay, I finally made it to one of your live shows. Hi, JD and Jax. Lady Tiger Phoenix, we're so glad to have you here, sis. Big love tonight. Let's see. Robert Fox. Hey, JD. Yes, it was Usher, and Diddy said he woke up one morning with an interview when he was telling to Kevin Hart a story and slipped up and tried to backtrack on the statement. Dude, like, I think that he's been telling lies and doing foul stuff to people for so long that, like, I think this is going to be the beginning of it all unraveling. I think he's going to be exposed and more exposed and more exposed. And I think it's going to be downhill from here. I think that him getting hit with those first 4 lawsuits where they were willing to settle out. Like, I don't doubt those lawsuits because he paid immediately. He was like, he couldn't pay him fast enough. You're not getting in my wallet if I didn't do nothing wrong, homie. I promise you, I'll fight you in real life, dog. You want to try to extort me out of some shit? You going to go into court and lie on me? Yeah, we're fighting that, bro. I'll take it all the way to the box, or I'll take it all the way to the grave. What's up? What you want to do? But this dude could not come out of his pocket fast enough. He was like, bro, like, you got Venmo? You got Cash App? What you want? Zelle? Here, just take my phone. Here's my wallet, bro. As soon as they filed those lawsuits, he was about paying it off so that no one would ever hear what was on those pages, what evidence was being brought against him. So the fact that, like, he's paid his way out of all of those, and this one, there's finally someone who's like, nah, bro, nah, you gonna swing for this. You gonna swing for this. I'm exposing you, bro. You caressed my anus and clutched my anus one time too many, and I'm dropping your pants in front of the whole world, dog. We're all gonna see that little tiny thing. That button in the fur is going down. Austin Henson, hey man, I was abused when I was a kid. Feel you, love you, dog. You have helped me recover. I would love to see you do a video on my abuser. That would mean the world to me. Send me some info on Insta, bro. Has he been caught? Has he been exposed? Are we exposing him? Let's go, bro. Let's figure it out. I love you, bro. We're all in this together, man. You know my story. We're all in this together. Scossum. Dude, I'm Scossum. I love that. That's like awesome, but ska, and like ska's dope. What's up, man? Yo, brother, it's Mopboy4K from TikTok. I just wanted to show some love, bro. Keep on doing great things, dog. I love you, homie. I'm so glad that you came over here. I like it better over here. I really don't do lives on TikTok, man. When I do lives, I want to hang out with the family over here. I got love for my people over there on TikTok and everything, but like, this is just more of an environment, bro. It's more of a community, and TikTok's, just a larger platform, and there's a lot more, people sliding through. It's easier to have just like a good ass vibe over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like going to arena shows. I'd rather see like, somebody in a small club, and that's kind of what it is over here. It's like kind of like getting to just hang out. It's more of an intimate, personal thing. So I'm glad you're here, homie. I like your Vans shirt. Shout out. Yo, big respect, man. I love this shirt. Yo, Jake Williams just dropped a Supra. I haven't seen Jake in a minute. I got to get down to that. I always get excited when Jake checks in with us, man. He's been family for a good long minute on here. Riley123, I saw a video of a female ISN trigender opinion. I don't know what an ISN trigender is. I have no idea what an ISN trigender is. That an LSN trigender? I don't know what any of that is. I'm sorry. They didn't teach that type of stuff when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, they taught us, they didn't teach us much. I don't know much about no gender studies or anything. I don't know what an LSN trigender is. I'd love to answer, especially since it was a Super. I feel bad that I can't. Zach the Witch Doctor! Homie, I just seen you pop on here. JD, why do you think people are all for violence and death, but when the death comes, they act like they were for peace? I think it's always for humble people who are the hardest usually. Bro, I think that like people have an aversion to death because it reminds them of their own mortality. I don't think it's really even a moral issue, dog. I think that it like brings up something like people who haven't faced death, people who haven't seen it a lot, people who haven't really like embraced. Like there's something different once you've watched somebody's soul leave their body, bro. When you've seen the last breath come out of somebody's fucking mouth, out of their chest, and you've seen their soul leave their body, you become like more intimately equated with death. And people who haven't seen that, I think they have like a different type of view on death, bro. Like, there's nothing cool about killing nobody, bro. Like, I talk about throwing chomos in a wood chipper all the time. First off, they're not people. Second off, it's not because I would like really enjoy hurting another living creature. It's because they're not worth the risk of what they do to children and letting them do it again. And the world is too pussy to do what needs to be done. We don't place enough value on the innocence of our children. Like, you're giving a kid a life sentence when you're doing some shit like that. So, you know, I think that a lot of people have a misrepresentation of what death is really about. Mad Catter, shout out to the mod squad, bro. We got the best mods over here. We got the best mods ever, dude. I love the mods, man. Thank you so much, Mad Catter. Is it illegal to make and hit pads in prison? It's like boxing. So like some places actually have programs for that. They used to at OSP until shit just got too crazy, bro. And I haven't seen anything like that since then. So I think it just depends on where you're at. They used to, apparently at OSP, they used to have, you know, like a little ring that dudes could get into. And as always, you know, some inmate took it too far. And, you know, anything people can get heated about in there, they're going to get heated about. Oh, it was disrespect when we were sparring and you punched me in my shit, dog. I got to stab you now. That's crazy. Anyway, I just found the homie Jake Williams. What's up, man? Hope all is well. This Sunday will mark 1 year of sobriety. Your content in this community have helped me a lot. I hope all is good on your end. Jake, we are so proud of you, dude. A year is a big ass deal, man. Big salute, big love to you, and we're so glad that you're here. I'm proud of you. On a personal level, homie, I'm proud of you. Look at all that work you put in. I've always gotten sus vibes from Puff Daddy. Facts. 1 million. Yo, that dude gives me the heebies over here, and then the GBs over here, and then the ick everywhere else. I'm not about that dude. Plus, he weird looking. He weird as hell looking. Like, and honestly, dare I say, I've always felt the same way about Kanye as well, but I think that, like, Diddy is a more insidious dude. I think that Kanye just had his brain melted at some point. I think that they were like, yo, we're going to melt this dude's brain. And either that or he just really needs to be on meds. There's definitely something wrong with both them dudes, bro. Do you think Diddy could join the GBG? Possibly. I think that he would probably, I don't really think that he would join the GBG. I think that he would just pay people for protection. I think that if he comes down, because right now he's only on a civil case, but there's so much evidence. There's video, there's photos, there's audio. Like, dude, Lil Rod is coming with receipts, so there could be criminal proceedings to follow. And that could be why he's tripping so hard about this. Yeah, I don't know if he would take that route. Dusty Watts, Dusty from Daytona. What's up, homie? How you doing, dog? Big love. Thomas Hughes, much love and respect. Much love and respect right back to you, big dog. Appreciate you. Valder Kelter, you going to do updates on the Masterson green light as soon as we have an update, homie. Look, I don't want to be on here every other day throwing up a live, talking about stuff with Danny Masterson if there's not stuff to talk about. I'm only going to come at you guys with information if there's actual information, because otherwise that would be boring, that would be old, and I would just be trying to use that shit for clicks and views. That's not really my get down. That's not what I'm trying to do. I only come with information when there's actual information. Until something new happens, like as far as I know, he's in that old folks home in the California men's colony, waiting to die in there. And until we hear something new, I'll be moving on to different stuff, like, you know, the P-Diddy situation, anything else that comes up. Oscar Lamonte, thanks, JD. Your positive attitude is a blessing. You are a blessing, my friend. Thank you so much. We are scrolling. Riley123, sorry. I don't know either, but I appreciate your content. I love you, fam. I totally was lost. I was like, what even is that? But I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here. Griff, hey, JD, how is this week going? I was curious about your third eye character on your right arm and why you got it. I'm going to be real honest with you. My week is going amazing. I love you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate the question on the Spite Boy. So, I'm not going to lie. I was staying at a sober house, a sober living. I had a friend that was apprenticing at a tattoo shop just right up the street. I had some money in my pocket, and I was like, yo, what should I get tattooed? And I really didn't know what to get tattooed. So I just went down there with a picture, and I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. He's got a third eye. It's called Spite Boy. You want to slam that on me? I got some space right here. And he was like, yeah, homie, we could do that up. Not all of my tattoos have the most meaning. You know, like this is a firefly from The Last of Us right here. Back here, I have a tree and a moon. It was a sort of a graveyard scene, the candle that burns at both ends, because that's how I feel a lot of the time. We got the owl and the skull. We got some eyeballs. Not everything has a super implicit meaning. Some of my shit just looks cool. And of course, Jax wants me to show you guys. I also got this. This is Jax. Got her tattooed right across my chest. So,
It was so weird when I came home and you were just doing that in the middle of our living room, and you're like, there's no going back now. Spike Boy, you went on a raffle, remember?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, he put up a raffle.
Oh, I did. I won it on a raffle. There was a Facebook raffle, and he was raffling off like a tattoo, like a tattoo of your choice. And so I just was like, I got to figure something out.
He said palm size, and you were like, I got a big ass palm, homie.
I got big hands, I will say. Austin Nixon, you ever thought of a collab with After Prison Show? Is he still doing stuff? I didn't know he was still doing stuff. I really haven't seen him on here in a hot minute, bro. Mr. Big Boss, did that Danny dude get graped? Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. It could have happened, but I don't think it's happened. But I definitely haven't heard any intel about that. And we do have somebody inside the CMC right now, the California Men's Colony, where he's at. But we do not have anybody in the 50 and 65 and over. Like, we're not going to be able to find intel in there unless it's through an actual CO. And some of our intel was coming from Corcoran, was coming from COs. And COs tend to find out stuff, if not the same time as inmates, right around the same time as inmates. But it's a little bit harder at a place like the California Men's Colony, especially in some old folks home unit. Daniel Donovan, JD, I love your content. 4 years sober, been following you for years now. Irish Love, was born in Cork, Ireland. Thank you for all you do. At work on a break. Hope you keep going. Daniel, I love you, bro. I'm so proud of you. 4 years is amazing. You live in Cork. Is there, so I know it's somewhere in County Cork where there is a statue for the Father John Murphy. I am a descendant of the Father John Murphy. He was drawn and quartered by the British. I'm gonna be coming your way, bro. We should get a burger or something. Me, you, and Jax will get a burger when we come out there. I would love to meet you and see you. Maybe hang out. Maybe you could show me some of the stuff that the locals actually do and the places they go, and not just the tourist traps, bro. It would be super cool, man. Hella appreciate you. Let's see. Simply Him. Love you, JD. You really helped me. I love you too, fam. I love you too. Austin Hanson, I sent you a message on Instagram. Appreciate you, brother. I'll be coming at you soon. Justin Fisher, big love, brother. From one ex-con to another, 10 years in Iowa DOC, 13 years free, and almost 23 years clean from meth. Homie, Look at us out here living. I'm so proud of you, big dog. You got more time than me. I'm just trying to catch up with you, bro. I'm just trying to get there. Big love and respect to you, Justin. Hells yes. Lord Kiss Freak. Just showing love and support from the lifeboat. Tommy speaks highly of you, brother. Lord Kiss Freak, we're super glad to have you over here. I got a lot of respect for Tommy, man. He's a good dude in recovery. And I know that a lot of people were giving, taking shots at him and everything. And I tried to put a squash to that as quick as possible. He's a solid human being. He's a good dude, man. I got a lot of love and respect for Tommy. He's super cool. And, we all say things that, sometimes we're like, oh, why'd I say that? But he owns it, and he's a real dude, man. So I got a lot of love for Tony. Ernest Marato. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, dog. I truly am. Yo, bro, you are cool. Real inspiration. Thank you, man. I'm just a dude who's been some terrible places, and I'm trying to go better places, and I'm trying to take everybody that I can with me. That's really my whole program, dog. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get people onto a better level so they don't have to deal with the stuff that I had to deal with for so long. Places that I put myself. I'm not saying that other people put me there. I take accountability for it. Blarney Stones Carey. Let's see. Harley Quinn. Oh my God, you know who Father Murphy is? I mean, yeah, like I'm a descendant. So like that's what's up. Harley, it's good to see you, sis. Big love. Rick's Mace. Big up. Been to prison 8 times from the age of 15 to 16. I'm 36 now. Life changed as soon as I moved area. If I stayed, would have done another 3-year sentence by now. Look, sometimes the locational change can be a huge factor in being able to do something better. I know for myself, like I moved all the way from Florida. From Oregon to Florida. And not only was I running from charges, like I was a fugitive from justice for 8.5 years, but I thought that I could get clean if I'm just not around all these people, because the people are the problem. It's definitely not me. And for me, it didn't work because I was my problem. I was the one who was the common denominator in all of my problems ended up being me. And eventually I was able to get clean. It took me a while. It took me like definitely beating myself up in Florida. But for some of us, it could be just enough motivation, to be able to get out of those bad influences and get into better influences. But whatever helps us get there, man, is beautiful. And I'm super proud of you, dude. Like, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that you have gotten on that good shit, bro. And let's stay out here, man. Life is better out here, bro. I like pussy and steak, bro. I like waking up next to my wife, not waking up next to some dude who's snoring, farting and shit, bro. The only one I want in my bed snoring and farting is my dog, because she doesn't do that. She's too pretty for that.
He woke me up snoring the other night. He was so loud I thought it was you, but it was him.
Yeah, so any of you who ever want a Boston Terrier, be aware, they blow out both ends, bro. We love them, but they blow out both ends. Ethan Jacobs, hey JD, I've been watching your content for a good while now, and it's always a joy to hear your stories from your past life, lessons, learned the hard way, and just being real. Much love, Mill Vet from Cali. Ethan, dude, you're a hero, bro. You're a hero. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for being over here and hanging out with us, man. All my love and respect to you, bro. My utmost respect to all veterans, dog. And thank you so much for the kind words, bro. I'm glad that we could connect and, that we could all be a part of this community together, man. I'm super proud to have you here, brother. Hanzo the Odd. Yo, JD, or yo, Delay. Big fan of yours. I don't have fans, homie. I have friends and family. So you can pick whichever one you're comfortable with. And big hug, bro. Big hug. Love how you carry yourself. Please keep the greatness, bro. You helped me with trauma, dog. Keep being awesome. Homie, that trauma, bro, getting past that trauma is like one of the most freeing things you're ever going to find, bro. And I'm so glad for you. I'm so proud of you for working on yourself and going down this path, man. Because addressing your traumas is going to be one of the most scary things that you're ever going to do. Having to sit with it, having to sit with the worst shit that ever happened to you, having to sit in the darkest things that are like the things that make you really freaked out about yourself. It can be so uncomfortable, homie, but I'm proud of you, dog. You did that work. Keep doing it. It's awesome. It only gets better, dog. Taylor Cox. Should I expose my bully for high school who is a teacher now? at our old high school. Sexual and physical abuse, and it messes with me every time I see him. I think you should 1000% expose him. Yeah, absolutely. Do not let these predators hide, especially when they have gone out of their way to place themselves in close proximity to children. He needs to be exposed. 1000% needs to be exposed. And I know that it can be scary. I know that it can be hard, but you really have to think about those kids. You know what happened to you and to others when you were young. Now there's a whole nother generation of kids that he could be preying on. Do whatever you can to expose him. 1000%. I'm proud of you. Be strong. Do that. Do that for the other kids so they don't have to go through that same type of stuff. I love you. I'm proud of you. 100% support you, right behind you. Creatively Insane, big love. Thank you so much. Creatively Insane, my hubs of 17 years snores out both ends too, like sleeping in the horn section of the orchestra. So like Jax, like a lot of people have been like, yo, like you snore, homie. I can't stand that. But Jax likes that I snore because I snore softly. I'm a soft snorer.
No, you don't. But when I wake up in the middle of the, I have like night terrors. And a lot of times I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I don't realize that I'm in a safe place. I feel like I'm back in my old life, and it takes me a minute to realize that I'm safe. And what helps ground me is hearing my husband snore. It makes me realize that I'm safe and everything is okay. So I love it when he snores next to me. That's like one of my grounding tools.
See, and that's something that like is an insecurity of mine. Like I don't want to make weird ass noises when I sleep. Like it's weird to snore, you know, like, and it sounds funny and it can be annoying as hell to people. I literally found my partner who to her that makes her feel safe. That's amazing. That's beautiful. You're weird for that and I love you.
I never said I wasn't weird. I think our first conversation, you figured that out.
Yeah, truth, facts. It's the only way I can feel comfortable with you because of who I am as a person. Without struggle, there is no progress. Big facts, Locksmith Jerry. Hell yeah. Well, you guys, Matthew Bierce, appreciate you. Big love. You guys, I've been on here for a while, and I think it's time for me to go figure out what's going to be for dinner for us. Ernesto Matario, thank you. Just thank you, man. No, thank you. Thank you for being here, brother. I love you. Big love and respect. I'm going to take off. I don't know if we're going to have another live on Friday night. I would like to have another live on Friday night. I'm not going to be on tomorrow night. But, yo, I'll keep you guys posted. And until the next one, yo, love yourself. Take care of yourself. You guys are worth it. I love you and I believe in you. And Christopher Elder jumped in with, when are the prison skits coming back? Very soon, my friend. Very soon. I promise. Taylor Cox said, thank you, bro. I'm 38 years old now, and I will be going to his principal tomorrow. Love the content. I lose sleep from this guy, and I'm thankful, bro. I'm proud of you, and I'm taking every step of the way with you. Till the next one, y'all, one love. Be good or be good at it. Big thumb.